G'day, we're here for Monster of the Week. Ta-da, new shirt. And through the Open Hearth gaming community, part of an ongoing series set in the Rockies, roughly 2015 era. So the smartphones and our beloved internet. Yeah. Okay. So last time we ended just off the side of a highway, something or someone that looked like a previous murder victim. You guys had to, folks had to stop them murdering someone or attempted murdering someone, and you set them on fire, and they kind of turned into a bunch of sticks, which, Tuesday. It's like midnight, light snow. Ethan's car got damaged, but Meg's car's also there. So it's cold and light snow, and there's a burning body of something. There. Okay.
I think my memory is that Meg's car got so damaged it's undrivable.
No, it was Ethan's car.
Okay.
Amber was in front of Ethan's car, and the fender and the suspension got stuffed, so it'll need a tow back. But Meg got there first in her little compact, little small car from memory. Okay, it's midnight.
Just one thing I noticed is that last session we didn't do the end of session move.
No. We'll do like a double banger at the end of this one.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, dice stream. I knew I forgot something. Bloody hell. All right. Give me you. Doesn't really need one. Yeah, that's the right one. So I'll just share that again. All right, bang. All right. Does anyone want to look at the remains, or are you just going to sort of kick some dirt over it and go back to town to your warm, comfy beds or whatever? Or
Ethan would probably go out to the remains, what's left, and maybe try and scoop what he can into maybe a plastic bag.
Okay. Might be able to make some use of that before it gets covered in snow or whatever. That's fine. You grab the remains. I was going to say something. Oh, let's just turn his camera off. Okay. So, it's tripping me out. Someone had, where is it? Sensitive.
Yes, I do.
Okay, yep. So when you open your mind to local psychic environment, did you want to touch the remains and do that, or that seemed like a bad idea?
Want seems a bit strong there, but
it's just an option. Do what you like.
Yeah, no, I think that's the kind of thing that he's going to do, whether he wants it or not. So it's roll plus weird.
Yeah.
Also, I need more XP.
One way to look at it.
So that is a 6 plus 2, 8. So I get to hold 1. No, sorry, that's connected out. It's hazy impression about something here that is important.
You get a brief vision of a hand on a book. You would probably guess it's a male Caucasian, going by the the wristwatch and the size of the hand, and and they're going through some sort of spellbook or grimoire or something.
Yeah, so Sai sort of crouches down a little bit to look at the smoldering remains, and then just his eyes just suddenly go wide, and he goes, ah, and falls back in his butt, and sort of just stares wildly into space for a few moments before gasping.
I'm guessing this isn't the first time we saw this.
I don't know. Is this the first time you've had these sort of psychic moments around the others, or is this another Tuesday for you?
It can't be the first time. We're around like supernatural stuff that, if anything, could trigger this. Some of the stuff we've encountered in the past could have. So,
Nevertheless, when you jump back, Meg sort of appears at your side, like ready to fight something. Like, are you okay? What happened?
Is he possessed again? Point the gun at him. No. Okay.
There's. I've completely forgotten the voice I had for Sai. There's something. It's all connected. There's a man and a grimoire of some sort. It's connected to this.
I mean,
It's
it
all
may be.
connected.
It may not be. All right. Amber, what are you up to?
Look, Sai is not one to see an apparent connection and then express doubt over whether that connection is plausible. There is a certain skeptical kind of mind that might hesitate to leap to conclusions here. That mind is not present at this moment.
Amber's pulling out and looking at the bag of mystical spell herbs, thinking connecting it to the spell book and being like, Sai, I think you're right. We have to find whoever left this probably did this and is using people's hearts to make tree people.
Tree people.
Because it was like essentially like an effigy person, basically, like
Golem or construct or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I should ask. Can you all hear me pretty well? Because I haven't used the mic for the group much. So that's really cool. Good. I haven't wasted my money then. Okay. So I guess someone calls the local truck tow shop, or are you going to try and tow it back with Meg's compact, or?
Hmm.
I'm going to say that I think the in this smallish town, the local tow truck is owned by the auto dealership, which is owned by Sai's estranged family. So he wants nothing to do with being around. I mean, he's opposed to calling the tow truck to begin with, and definitely wants nothing to do with being around when the tow truck shows up.
Okay, that's fine. You can call him, tow truck
Elderberry
guy.
Motors.
Ethan, it's your car. It's your call. I'm happy to drive everyone back, but how do you want your car fixed?
Yeah. I'm gonna need to get this back somewhere to town, so I'm going to just call the pickup truck and just get it. And in there, you guys should just take Sai back before any of that happens. We don't want him to make any more of a scene here than already happened.
No problems.
I don't want anything to do with that filthy blood money. They're part of it. I just have to find out how.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, they're not, but I really... They're not, but I feel like making them part of it now.
Like, honestly, it's hilarious either way.
All right, so three of you heading back in Meg's car, and Ethan's waiting for the tow truck repair.
I think we should wait here. Sai, get in that pile of leaves on the. Well, I don't. What season? Oh no, it's winter.
Well, it's autumn. There's still leaves and stuff.
Autumn.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's probably.
Sai,
I get the
get in
impression
that.
that Meg is the kind of person who has like a lot of random crap in the back of her car. I'm sure Sai could hide in there.
Than that, yeah. Just get in the back of the it's a hatchback, right? Yeah, there's plenty of room. So that's what Amber thinks we should do. Have Sai get in the back and wait with our friend, because that's not even suspicious when the tow truck driver comes. We just didn't want to leave our friend alone in the dark on the side of the road.
Sai will reluctantly agree to this, but when the tow truck driver arrives, he is absolutely going to change his mind and come out.
Yeah. All right. So tow truck driver, have a look, and he's nodding like, yeah. It'll be $100 I've got a buddy can fix that probably for 300, probably day and a half's work. But as he's sort of chatting to you, he's kind of maneuvering and sort of sidestepping so he can keep an eye on side all points. It's just weirded him out.
I'm just like, first of all, let me. I'm all for petty uses of Powered by the Apocalypse moves. Is he lying when he says that his buddy can fix it for $300?
Yeah, well, roll. I guess
I just know it. If someone lies to you, you know it.
Oh yeah, he's lying. It's going to be more than that.
More elderberry lies.
Well, we're not like affiliated with. Well, I mean, we're affiliated with them, but they don't like own us. We work for ourselves. We're private contractors, sir.
Derek.
Just everyone calls me dude. Just all right. All right. So Derek will take Ethan's car back, and he'll say, it'll be at this address. I'm happy to get it repaired if you want, or if you want your own person, yeah, give me a call. Here's my card. You've probably seen this guy around town. He's, regular tow truck guy. There's only so many tow truck guys in this area. All right. And then all four of you go back in Meg's car. Is that right?
I guess that's what we do.
Don't have to. You can go to an all-night buffet place and eat. I don't care. It's up to you. Just tell me what you're doing. But it's midnight in autumn, I'm presuming. You want to go somewhere warm.
Yeah. So Ethan's going to kind of just look around the Atos in the car and just kind of ask, okay, so I'm guessing we cannot just leave this for tomorrow.
Sorry, where are you looking around? In the cabin where the attack happened?
No, in the car which we are riding, probably assumably back to town.
Yeah.
And just asking the Atos that I'm guessing we cannot just leave this for tomorrow.
Think Grimoire guy's gonna send another tree guy?
Well, it's only like 6 hours until tomorrow. I mean, you could, you might have time for a nap or whatever. I don't know.
So I will say, so I previously said that I was going to use my one of my holes from Connect the Dots to discover, answer the question, when and where does the next critical event occur for my analysis of the trend. And that never really came into play because Meg and Amber sort of stumbled on it on their own. But maybe now's the time that that could come into play, that I could get some sort of insight from this move as to when and where the next critical event will occur.
Okay. You get a message from your reporter cousin. What the hell did we name her? Jasmine. Saying, hey, when you've got a minute, can you find out who these guys are? And it's just a photo of two guys with some first names. They look like business people. Occasionally, she's asked you to look up stuff because sometimes you can find stuff that she can't, and vice versa.
I don't like them. Show the. That's it. She's not texting me. She's texting someone else because I don't have a cell phone. So who did she got a number from someone, didn't she?
I think that was Meg who was driving right now.
Yep.
So maybe Meg has like left her phone in, I don't know, the middle of the car.
Yeah.
And Sai, being a nosy bastard, grabs it when it buzzes.
Sai has no objection to like using other people's cell phones. He just like doesn't want.
Oh yeah.
To like have any tie to his soul with one of those.
He'll use a burner phone, but he won't keep it for more than like a day. That's a prime number.
Yeah, I presume I show them around. I presume do not any of us recognize them?
I think. Did any of you do like economics at college, even as like a general elective or something, or accounting?
I'm sure I was like a business school major. Whether or not I showed up to class enough to learn that, who knows? But
Yeah, you sure you saw them at the college and they were, accounting, economics, business stuff?
like they were connected to the college, or like they were people that we would have read about in my textbooks. What's the connection here?
No, the former one. They're students around the same time.
Yeah, no, these are students from back in the business school with me, back before the incident. Also, Meg, why does the Jasmine's message end XOXO?
Okay, put my phone back now.
Okay. I'm just saying, you got to be careful with the elderberries. We're not all right.
I'll keep that in mind, Sai.
All right. You get back to town. Yeah. Are you gonna sort of plan, or are you just gonna rest, or Amber? What do you think? Yep, you would do. You're muted.
You're muted.
What's going to be open at this hour? Is it mostly just going to be like you were saying, maybe a 24-hour diner or buffet or like
gas station? That's about it.
bar?
These aren't huge towns, so there's not. You can't like go to the mall or anything.
Okay. And there was no explanation on why our reporter contact wanted to know who those guys were. That was just like the extent of the exchange.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Then no real reason to think they're important. Yeah, I think Amber's gonna want to go to sleep. This is already Amber's like last thing I'm gonna do before bed. And as much as she wants to get into something, commit some light burglary if necessary, she's wanting for places to burgle. We'll go home.
We already did a little breaking and entering tonight.
Yeah, one B&E per evening.
All right, no worries. Ethan, what do you think you'll do for the remainder of the evening?
Ethan's probably just going to go back to his place to get the shot that he was supposed to before the wooden man came into the picture.
All right. We go and get some rest as well. Meg?
Yeah, I'm gonna go home, get some rest, change my clothes, but also text Jasmine back.
Okay. Sai?
Yeah, if Meg will drop him off, Sai will go back. I don't think he's going to sleep much. I think he's got way too much jolt in him right now. Maybe some other stuff that shouldn't be mixing to sleep easily. But he's going to be resting some.
Yep. All right. So we'll say mid-morning. It's raining outside. Amber, what do you think you're doing the next day? Like 9 or 10 in the morning.
So when I sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, one thing I forgot. That night, you dream about it it's like you're panning over a farmyard, and there's lots of animals, and one by one they all sort of turn the same direction, and they're all looking at this giant statue of like a wicker man that's about 30 foot tall. And the wicker man's head sort of turns towards you, and that's when you wake up.
Who dreams that?
Amber does.
Okay.
That may or may not affect your daytime activities, but there you go.
Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do, particularly since also like the wicker guy we saw went to a farm, whether that was like with intent or not, that coupled with having like farm animals looking at this effigy. Amber's going to pretend to be a peppy ag student at the local university,
Right.
and gonna like drive around, basically like, oh, I'm interviewing farmers about the different kinds of life they have for my project. Like I'll probably seem like I'm like not a great student or whatever, and the intent is going to be to just get the pulse on like, is anything weird happening? Like, oh, some
Yep,
kids have
yep.
been stamping crop circles or just that kind of stuff.
So you are investigating a mystery. You're just doing the meet and greet talking side of it under the guise of agricultural student. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that will be investigative mystery. You could roll with either sharp or charm, I think, depending on.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll with charm then.
Okay. Because you're coming across sort of harmless, so could go with that.
11.
Oh, smashed it. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, 2. Where is... Da-da-da-da-da. Where is... Okay, place for peanuts. Right, so you get 2 out of that.
Okay. Where did it go? Or where is the weird thing that's been happening to them?
Okay, well, yeah, there's no like crop circles, there's no cattle mutilations. There hasn't even been like wolf or bear attacks on the farm animals or nothing, so that's all been good.
Do they have any missing animals? And maybe what direction did they go? Like, is there, go to a number of different farms and they're like, oh, my sheep went that way, and my sheep went that way, and my sheep went that way, and it all kind of ends up triangulating to the same direction?
Yeah, there are some animals missing, but they're all kind of generally around the area rather than all in the northeast or something. So if it's related, then you would probably postulate that the thing has a base in town, because town's kind of in the middle of all the stuff. But they may not be related, may just be some things. Yeah, like different things taking the animals.
Like in town proper, or more in the woods, or in like
in town proper.
Farmland. Okay.
But none of the actual attacks have happened in town, or things missing have been in town.
Yeah. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's not trying to draw attention to itself. It's trying to draw attention to out here. And what is being concealed here, I guess?
Concealed here. Let me get back to you on that one. Ethan, what are you doing this morning?
So after getting freshened up in the morning, Ethan would probably go to the area where Patch went missing, and he would call the others and see if anyone wants to go with him.
All right, so out to the hiking camp.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he
all
would,
right. Yep.
yeah, so call or send a text message to both Meg and Amber. If they want to accompany him there, and they just relay that message through radio to Sai.
Yep. Wildcat, this is Skeeto. I believe it was. Okay.
For me, I believe it was a Gecko.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Gecko, Skeeter, and Paladin. Okay.
Yeah, Sai is in 100% in a hiking camp. He wants to. He likes being out in nature anyway, and this seems like clearly where things are focused right now.
Okay. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you do get healing back from resting overnight. I'm just going to say 1 each.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, stable wounds get better by 1 for each day of rest. You only had half a day, but yeah, that's fine. I need to shoot you again, so that's what we need you to heal up quick. All right. Amber, on the way back, you hear a radio report about, this. The town council are excited about some investment opportunities in town because they reckon there's been some reports of like oil and invaluable minerals in the ground. So, yeah, that may or may not be related. Right, so Sai's going with Ethan out to the hiking area. Is Meg or Amber going as well? Or I suppose Amber would be at least a couple of hours doing that. What's Meg doing? Is she going with the other two, or is she going to catch up with Amber, or do her own thing?
So when I returned Jasmine's texts, in addition to any personal business, I did say, that Sai says these are some of his classmates from the economics program, like, and
Yep.
Yeah, but like, why are looking into them? Like anything interesting.
Yeah, just call it a hunch. I've heard these guys talk, and they seem too eager, and it smells suspicious. Right. Are you meeting up with the other two, or Amber, or Jasmine for lunch, or?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and meet up with the guys at the hiking camp.
Okay. I mean, Amber's kind of out around the area anyway, so she could actually meet up with you at some point during that. It'd be quicker for that than to come back into town and then go out again. So, all right.
Yeah. Let's say I'm heading that way. I'll head that way, but I'm not going to be there until something bad happens.
Yep. Need someone to carry the bodies home. All right. So the other three, I guess you're going in Meg's car then? Because does I have a car?
No. I mean, he had a car when he was in college. He had a very nice car that he drove around, but he no longer has that car.
Yeah, things changed. Okay, so you're going out to the hiking area. Yeah, it's raining, so it's gloomy, cold weather. The rain has turned the snow on the ground into sludge. Yeah. Are you just looking around the area where the body was found, or are you going to go right into the actual camping area and talk to people or look around, or what are you doing?
I want to get out on the trails myself, but
I have something I wanna do,
Yeah.
and I have no idea if it will work. But let's see. So Ethan has an item called the Imp Stone from the artifact that he has,
Okay.
and there's no clarification of what the Imp Stone does, except that it has a like a big demon bound to serve the hoarder. So
I'm sure
Ethan's
that won't cause any problems. Yep.
Yeah. So Ethan's going to use the Imp Stone to try and summon up Imp to the above ground. So let's see if that works. That's use magic. So that's
Yes.
roll plus weird.
Well, it'd be a weird roll, really. See how you go.
Yeah, so that's 2d6 plus 1. Okay, that's a 10.
roll great.
So the little demon pops up. It's about 6 inches tall.
What do you require, master?
Kitanius, it's good to see you again. So Ethan's going to take out the remains of the petri that we found and see if maybe the imp, who I decided to call Kitanius, can maybe like just sniff out, like treat it like a dog, see if he can like sniff out maybe some weird mystical scent from it,
Like-
and maybe lead us some like
Okay,
a dog.
so like where it was made or who made it or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will try, master.
And disappears. So yeah, it should come back later or give you a message later. All right. What are you doing in the meantime? So you were looking at the trails or something?
Yeah, I wanna like actually get out. Like the trails are where like the disappearance happened. Where there's some other clue I think that last time that tied things to the trails as well. Like whatever this is related to magic out here. And I want to sort of get out and see what I can. At the very least, get some exercise and get away from mind controlling electromagnetic waves that are suffusing the town.
Every town, not just that town. Okay. All right, so you're looking around the trails. Yeah, there's lots of, you can see this is well-used sort of hiking trails from students from the local campus. There's nothing odd or suspicious here rather than just sort of wilderness hiking trails. It's raining. After quite an hour of looking around, Emma can rock up.
Find anything?
Not yet. Just a lot of sogginess.
That sogginess is your mind freeing itself from the stultifying waves coming out of that devil phone you keep with you. You know you are aware that Steve Jobs is the literal devil, right? not figuratively,
Sure.
literally. I have extensive research on this topic. It is extremely clear.
This stream is not sponsored by Microsoft. Anyway.
Amber, any luck with the farmers?
Well, there's a bunch of animals missing. no pattern other than that, like quite a number of them are missing on the outskirts.
Weird.
Yeah. And do you all know there was they found oil around here?
Well, that's
I
an
don't know,
entirely different conspiracy.
just something I heard on the radio.
I wonder if that's what those guys in the suits are here to invest in.
Didn't we just get a picture message with some like economy student guys?
Yeah, those
too?
guys. Jasmine was saying there was something they were eager to invest in.
I'm not sure about all the investments, but I'm going to wager that the little wooden man probably is interested in that oil as well.
No sap for oil.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll say it's like 2 in the afternoon now. You've looked around the hiking place. You didn't find anything else sort of suspicious. You're all quite wet now. The rain
Alright.
stopped, but it doesn't matter. You're all wet already.
This seems like a dead end.
Oh yeah, I do have the one forward from Chester Gut, was it?
Okay. Your demonic minion comes back. And just says, it's made by Morgana's magic.
Yeah, shit.
Sorry.
It's made by Morgana's magic, Master.
And then disappears.
Morgana.
It might have been more helpful if you'd offered it something like chocolate pizza or whatever.
I should have. Yeah, Ethan just going to kind of go a bit pale upon the mention of that name and just be like, oh god.
That name sounds familiar. Who's Morgana?
Yeah, she's basically it's how I got my start in the underworld in the realm of the mystics. I had to do a job for her, and let's say it didn't really go well. All you should know is that she's a pretty powerful witch, so we might be a bit in over our heads on this one.
And I'm sorry, I missed, what was your demon investigating that Morgana made?
She was investigating the remains of the wooden man that appeared like Petri from last night.
Oh.
How
So
long
this
has
is like conversation in the car on the way back to town, or still out at the hiking place, or
Probably still the hiking place.
How long has it been since you've seen Morgana?
has to be over 6 months.
It's been over half a year, but I wasn't aware that she was back in town. I think it might be good that I actually go and find something to disguise myself with.
That's all right. You've done it before. You've got some spare stuff back at your flat.
I recommend sheets of lead sewn inside your jacket. It blocks them detecting your mystical energies.
She's not Kryptonian.
You gotta be real. From personal experience, though, they have to be very thin sheets. Otherwise, you'll have considerable difficulty moving.
Dear.
You know what, Sai? I don't think that sheets of steel are going to really help me against a really pissed off witch.
Oh, lead, not
Lead.
steel. Steel would do nothing.
Point taken.
Ah,
I'm
So,
not standing
Smith.
in the rain anymore.
all right, so you're all heading back to town. Yep. Meg, as you're about to get in your car, you look behind you and there's nothing. It's like you're standing on the edge of a cliff, and there's just absolutely nothing at all. Like no sky, no ground, no floor, no nothing, and you can smell pine. And then,
What?
and then you blink, and it's gone.
Like the world came back.
Yeah.
What the?
You're right, Meg?
You didn't see that?
See what?
Half the world just like blinked out for a second. Like I was just at the edge of everything.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Really? What's it mean?
That really depends on what I've ingested over the past couple of hours.
Gotcha.
I'm enjoying how determined David's cat is to get his tail in his face.
He is desperate for attention and is getting the bare minimum to satisfy him right now.
Alrighty. Well, that's, cats are cats. All right. You head back to town. Are you going to someone's house to chat, or are you going to go somewhere to investigate? You going for food? Amber,
I want some dry
what is
clothes.
it? Okay, yeah. So there'll probably be a clothes changing scene.
I've at least got dry clothes for the both of us in my van because we're buds. And the other two just gonna have to be wet.
I mean, the shops are open because it's like 2 PM, so you can go to the mall or go somewhere, Sears or whatever.
I've got I've got this top. I think it'll look great on you.
No, I I think I'm good. No issues. I wore some surplus army surplus gear that's real great at keeping the damp out.
So, yeah, where are we going? Because we've been messing around outside of town a lot, and supposedly nothing's happening in town. But also, Petri came from town when we followed him.
Yeah.
And this witch is in town, and it just seems like there's not like some kind of weird forest hole cave that whatever creepy guy is pulling people's hearts out is in. So he's got to be
I've got to go back to town.
hiding among us somewhere.
So we'll say you sort of met back up after change your clothes and you're discussing this at a cafe or whatever. The rain stopped.
Didn't you
But
say
it, you
that
know,
he was
it's-
driving a car?
Yeah, didn't Did anyone take note of the license plate? Maybe we can track down where he got it from.
That
was
was
his
actually, yeah, it was his car. Well, obviously the car that belonged to the person that is now dead.
Yeah.
It was that person's car.
It was his clothes. It was his car. It's like this guy got murdered, and then he went home
Impersonated.
and impersonated entirely for, what was that, like a day? I guess.
Oh, well, the
for-
dead body was possessed and then, yeah, it turned into sticks or something.
You should probably find out if the body's missing.
Yeah, I guess that is just an assumption. Is the body still in the morgue? But
I know someone there. I'll find that out.
it was even wearing the same camouflage that he was wearing when he died. Which if the detail wasn't mentioned, but I don't think
It was
a
Arctic
hole in
cam.
his camouflage chest.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a hole in his shirt.
No.
There was.
No, but he's wearing the same sort of Arctic cam, which is kind of appropriate, but kind of overdoing it as well for hiking.
Yeah.
It also might be worth visiting his father, because in the police reports I got, we do know that his father works at a rumble mill, and all of these wood-related aspects of the case maybe point that he also has something to do with this.
Okay,
Worth
so
checking.
you're sitting in the cafe. Across the road, you can see Jasmine sort of walk down the street, and she sort of ducks into an alley. You can see, was it Ethan, following her, even though Ethan's sitting at the table with you. Meg, what are you doing?
Oh, hell no. Meg is already up and running out the door to go interfere in whatever the situation is.
Sai looks over at the Ethan next to him, and very suspicious at this point. Like, which one's the real one? Like, yes, it seems like the other one's the fake, but do we really know? And this is like his internal monologue.
Yep. Amber, what are you doing?
Ooh. You know, Amber's not as paranoid as Sai, but Amber's like not paranoid and has a sharp pocket knife. We're not even a sharp pocket knife. We're at like a diner.
Yep.
And let's say somebody got the meatloaf, and for some reason they gave a serrated knife. And is gonna like, oops, like cut Ethan, which sounds right to take, but because the tree man bled sap, and it would be better to know now, and he will heal if he is real.
All right. Yeah, Ethan. So Amber accidentally cuts you as you realise you just saw yourself outside. What are you going to do?
So Ethan's just gonna look at his doppelganger in just disbelief before the sharp sting of the knife just kind of juts him out with.
Yeah, it's not like she's cut your hand off or anything. It's just a little nick. It's
Yeah, what the hell?
yes, it's normal blood. Ethan is Ethan.
I immediately take a napkin and wipe the blood like off his hand and like examine it very suspiciously before I nod and say, "He's good."
Oh, look, you got cut. Here, let me help you with that.
Nice. Meanwhile, Meg bolts across the road. Ethan goes into the alley and is looking around. A voice from the shadow saying, "Who the hell are you? Stop following me." And that's Jasmine. Ethan lunges towards Jasmine. Meg, what are you doing?
I lunge towards fake Ethan to try and stop him from attacking Jasmine.
are you trying to protect Jasmine, or are you trying to take down fake Ethan?
I'm trying to protect Jasmine.
All right, so roll plus tough. Oh, smashed it. Holy crap. Okay. Why can't I cut and paste to do? All right. Yep. So you can choose one of those effects.
I'm going to choose. I force them where I want them because I want the tree guy, or I want fake Ethan to be both somewhere he cannot attack Jasmine and like cornered so we can find out what's going
Okay. Yep. So he's sort of deeper into the alley, and you're between him and Jasmine. So he can't just run out without going through or over you, under you, whatever. Okay. That's probably going to happen quite quickly. Jasmine's like, no, I want to question this guy, and goes to taser him. Hits, nothing happens, no effect at all. She's like, what the hell?
Be careful that guy is not who he looks like he is. Are you okay?
And you notice his eyes are a different color. And also, like if Ethan's left-handed, this thing is right-handed. So it's like a copy of Ethan, but not that didn't quite nail it.
I think I in fact said like, what? You're not even a good copy. What the hell?
All right. He's just lunging for you now. Well, yeah, it's just kick some ass or act under pressure if you just want to get out of the way.
I think what I want is to like keep this guy here and not harming Jasmine. So I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you're in the way, so it's not going to harm Jasmine. So that's fine. Let's just kick some ass.
All right. So that is plus tough. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Where am I? You didn't have like a weapon out or anything, did you? You were just doing fighting, like hand to hand.
Just a Fish and Wildlife Inspector ID.
Like I probably have the special knife, but I don't think I necessarily got it out.
I think he kind of lunges past you. You dodge out of the way, and he grabs like a dumpster and wheels it against you. So you're pushed against the wall. So you can't immediately. So you're pinned. Ethan and Asai, yeah, you can see this guy's pinned Meg with a dumpster in the alley. You don't want to do anything.
Yeah, I throw a knife at him.
Okay, you're still in the diner at this point.
Oh, yeah, I go out. At this point, like, I satisfy myself that that's the bad Ethan, not this one, at least in this immediate situation. And that, so I rise to then go assist Meg.
Okay. Amber, Ethan, are you staying in the diner or?
Ethan would also go assist.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the fire extinguisher off the wall, because we're right by the kitchen. So there's like a
Okay.
chemical fire extinguisher. I'm gonna grab that, and if I can also, I think I have a move for making sure Julie is does not try to stay to interview this thing or like stay too close. So I would like to protect someone. I have the "Let's get out of here" move. So I'm going to yell like and hope Julie is going to like see all of us coming towards and see that it's a serious situation, and also Meg is fighting. Just be like, "Leave now. We'll explain."
Sorry, who are you trying to protect with that?
What's
Jasmine.
her? What's Jasmine? Sorry, God.
Jasmine. Yeah.
I knew it was a
Okay.
J. Jasmine, and I can roll plus charm for that instead of plus tough with the move. So, but I only rolled a 5, so that didn't do it.
She's like, no, we got to help Meg.
And I guess I might be in danger.
Yeah. He's bad, Ethan. He's got a little goatee. No. This isn't Star Trek. Yeah, he's running for Amber. He's got a gun. So he's running towards Amber with a gun. He looks like he's going to shoot. Ethan and Cy, you can either try and, tackle him or trip him or just jump in the way and take the shot or shoot him down first. But yeah, he looks like he's pulling out a gun. He's running towards Amber. He's going to shoot her.
So I don't declare this in the past. Can I have done some prep work? Some reasonable prep work for something like this, or just say that it hasn't happened yet? Because I did not establish it.
Is that part of a move or something? Or?
No, nothing special.
Not really.
Okay.
Because to me, what's going to be in your mind is this is in broad daylight. Well, it's not broad daylight, but it's, afternoon in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever happens here, you're going to have to get the hell out of here quickly.
Yep. Okay. Yes, middle of the day. So that wouldn't work. If I can, I would like to pull a mini bottle of like Everclear that I have inside my coat and try to like
Sure.
smash it all over this thing with this.
Yeah, that's just kick some ass.
Great. So that's tough. Oh, +0. Not too bad, but. Eight.
All right. So it's you've grabbed it and it's trying to wrestle with you because you'll obviously you're still trying to aim at Amber. So you got this stuff on its face, but it has also shot you in the leg for 2. Ethan, you're like 2 meters away or 10 feet away. Well, what are you doing? The other you is wrestling Sai in the middle of the street.
Well, he did shoot a gun, so we're probably gonna have the cops show up in a few minutes.
Now, you would have had time to have like a wig or a hat or a different coat because you did say earlier you were going to get a disguise. So this is what you were looking like yesterday.
Yes. Ethan is wearing a disguise this moment. Probably wearing like I would say like maybe a blonde, long-haired wig, and and some different clothes.
Yep.
But in this situation, hearing the gunshot go off, and knowing that it's in the middle of town, it's the afternoon, the police, and it's like probably like a little sleepy town, so the police are going to be here relatively quickly.
Yeah.
So Ethan is going to use his. Let me go check. I believe I can do this. Let me just go look in the playbook to be sure.
If you
Okay.
have a lighter, you could try to just light his face on fire right now.
Let's see. You can act under pressure to get in touch with the police when you need to divert any law enforcement attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to take like a couple of minute conversation though, and this guy's right in front of you wrestling the side with a gun, so it's probably.
I'm like screaming in pain.
Yeah.
I'm not. Sai is not great at taking physical pain.
Yeah. Okay. Since Sai and Fake Ethan are racing at the ground, it's probably gonna be kick some ass as they attempt to wrestle the gun out of its hand.
Yep.
So that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's see. 8.
Yep. So you weren't really trying to hurt him; you're just trying to get the gun. So that's fine. He's yeah, it's gripping onto Sai, but you've got the gun away from out of his hand. Meg, you've got out from behind the dumpster. What are you doing?
I guess I want to try and pry this guy off of Sai.
Okay. So are you trying to protect him to sort of put yourself in between, or are you just trying to hurt him to stop him doing it? You need to run up and kick him in the head because it's yeah, on the knee or something. Yeah.
I think I'm trying to protect someone.
Yep. Ooh, worst outcome. Okay. He can hear you coming, so you can go. He can hear you coming, and he kind of swivels Sai in the way, so you don't stop him, but he hasn't hurt Sai either. Or there's like a loose drain pipe, which you like sewer grate, which you can kind of stamp on, grab him, and chuck him down, but he doesn't let go of you. So you and him go down the sewer tunnel, but Sai's safe.
I'll do that one. That sounds interesting.
Emma, you see Meg and Bad Ethan go down the sewer tunnel. Sai is safe, but shot. And you're muted.
That I was opening and closing my mouth soundlessly, because that changes what I was gonna do. Who's
Ethan's up next to Sai. Sai's wounded.
Yeah, is Meg on like on her back with
No, there's a hole in the ground, and they're down the.
I know
they
went down there, but what's the sitch down there now?
You don't know. You can't see because you haven't left the diner yet. You were only just leaving the diner.
Oh yeah, I guess I was like across the road and kind of got to the so I'm coming from across the road and like running to look down into the grate.
Okay, so you look down. Meg and Bad Ethan is down there. They appear to be picking themselves up and then feeling like they're square off to fight again.
Okay.
You can pull off a quick shot if you got a gun handy, but if you leave it too late, then yeah, Meg might get hurt.
Yeah, it just seems like a bad time to fire off a gun. So I'm gonna throw the fire extinguisher at its head. To
Okay.
try, and my intent is not to harm. It's gonna be to protect. But this is
So
gonna be
knock out or distract. Yep. Okay.
with tough, so that'll just be straight roll. Yeah.
Wow.
No. Oh.
I mean, the logical thing is Meg is now unconscious because she got a fire extinguisher
Yeah,
bounce
I
off her
feel like it
head.
must have hit Meg.
But yes, Ethan, you see yourself as you addressed yesterday, grabbing Meg and moving off. What are you doing? This is down in the sewer.
I look at Sai's leg. It'll be fine. It's just a flesh wound. And just sprint towards the opening. And
Yeah, it's just over there. Yep.
yeah. And Meg is unconscious, or is she still?
No, she's unconscious. She's
She's done. Yeah, so okay, Ethan's going to just jump down the other fell.
Yep.
I'll probably jump in between Meg and his double gang.
No, he's got her, but you can grab
Okay,
jump right next to it.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna jump right next to him, and I'm going to. It is going to use the baseball bat that he has, and it just whack it over the head.
Okay, I'll give you a situational +1 because it's carrying someone and it can't, you know.
Yeah, okay, so that just kicks some ass.
Plus,
Oh,
you
would
know
that be-
all his moves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you do know that it kind of moves like you, except like if you're right-handed, it's left-handed, so it's not a perfect copy. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just kick some ass. The
Yep.
situation +1. Oh, that's a
6.
6.
You added the +1 already to the roll, or
Yeah, I have
Yep.
-1 tough. So that was
Okay.
just evens out. Actually, can I maybe? What do you do for luck? Can I use 1 luck to the other?
Yep.
Doesn't he just make it a success?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just an automatic success, but it's gone, sort of thing. So yeah, so if you want to burn that off, bang, you've smacked it with a bat.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn 1 luck off for that. And
Oh.
does that mean that my experience goes back 1, or do I?
No, it doesn't touch that. It's just your luck. Your luck goes down from 6 to 5. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah,
you
you
don't
didn't
gain
get
any XP for this.
for that
Yeah,
failure because you didn't fail.
Yeah, okay.
Meg's unconscious. Amber, what are you doing? Now, I will remind you all, you know, the cops are going to be here any minute, and a gunshot did go off. He is wounded.
I'm just lying there like applying pressure and moaning in misery.
If ambush dark side down there, then there won't be anyone to question.
Ethan or Dom, is Ethan a smoker?
I'm gonna say that Ethan probably isn't a smoker. Actually, I'm gonna say that he used to smoke but stopped. But if talking about a lighter, then he probably still carries like a lighter just like to play around with.
Yeah, like you've got a monogrammed Zippo, and Amber knows what pocket you keep it in. So Amber is going to take to pull the Zippo out and light it and throw it at the creature, hoping to get it to drop Meg.
This is act
it's
under
soaked
pressure, I think, because
in-
you got to have a clear head to do that. Yep.
Yeah.
Act under pressure, so roll plus cool.
Great, cool. Yeah, okay, I got a +1. That's 9.
Hmm. You can hit it and it'll burn quickly, but like, yeah, there won't be, you won't get much evidence from it. Or you can like burn it enough to stop it, but Meg gets burnt as well.
I don't think we need evidence. It's just going to be another stick man. So I take that one.
Yeah. So yeah, you burn it. It drops Meg while it's thrashing around, and it burns really quickly. And that's
Yeah, that's
probably a
fine.
good spot for a
Yeah.
bio break. 5 or 10 minutes, all right?
Yeah.
No worries. Not all bad.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I quite like the duplicate. Oh, I'll just cut this guy. Dear. Okay.
The other guy bled sap.
Yeah, no,
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 no.
yeah.
Fair enough. To remember that excuse.
I wanted to check how much harm did Meg take during that fight?
Probably 3.
Okay.
You did kind of bounce down the sewer and grab you, and yeah. Okay, are we all good to keep rolling?
Yeah.
We get approval from David's cat, and
He'll be back for sure. He has not gotten nearly enough attention to satisfy him yet.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yes, you set this one on fire. Because I think 3 of you were down in the sewer tunnel. So I'm presuming you run up, get in some cars, and drive off or something. Because hanging around is probably not a good idea.
I mean, I gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah, someone's got to take side of the hospital,
Like the police,
or at least like a vet or something.
I think
I think Meg is still unconscious, so she's not taking him.
Sai will scream on the others to like run. That he'll be fine.
In this case, now that the threat is gone, Ethan can actually call the cops and get them to potentially just not come here at all and give us time to.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to not come at all because there was a gunshot in the street. They would have to. But you can sort of be the reliable witness and say, this my friend here was shot, and yeah. Instead of casting suspicion on you being in the area, you're the reliable witness, the concerned citizen, etc. And you can use that friends on the force. Yep. Fine.
Yeah,
I won't.
You can. Okay, that's act under pressure.
Yeah, because you've got your disguise. You've got friends on the force. That's fine. You're not going to make your roll. Amber, you can wake Meg up if you want. She's not like drugged or anything. She just got a donk in the head.
She just got a concussion and nothing major.
Yeah, she's taken 4 harms, which I think is not great. But
if Ethan is gonna be there with Sai, I think we don't need more people to talk to talk to the cops, and Meg is pretty banged up, so if she doesn't want to talk to the cops, I will. I'm gonna wake Meg up and be like, say, yeah, Ethan's taking care of Cy. He's gonna talk to the cops.
Oh
Let's.
man, my head hurts. It stinks here.
Yeah, you may have a concussion.
let's get you to the hospital. We can tell him anything. We don't need to be around for this, and we can just like go in the sewer to a different area to leave. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle style.
There's not like cameras all over town because it's just a small town. But yeah, all right. So that's fine. You get in your car and you head over to the hospital and get Meg seen to. I'm not going to roll because I know I'll stuff it up. I just say, okay, you can take off 1 point of harm from being seen to. And yeah, any danger of concussion is sorted out because they know what they're doing. All right. Ethan's got friends on the force, so I'm not going to make you roll. That's fine. You're a reliable witness. They get Cy seen to. How wounded is Cy?
He got shot in the leg.
Yeah, okay, so he's not bleeding out.
2 harm.
Yeah. All right, so it's probably just a graze and it's not full on. Okay. So again, you would be seen to, probably taken to hospital and treated as well, but yeah, nobody's bleeding out or dying or anything, just wounded. When you're thinking about back when you were fighting that thing and it burned, it burned way quicker than the other one. It also didn't have anything like an essential chest reason. The one you fought on the highway had a heart in there, like a human's heart that had been shoved in there, whereas this one didn't.
Obviously, our friend Ethan still has his heart also.
You can never know.
Or
He does,
does he?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why it was such a janky copy. They could have gotten like some hair or some like toenail clippings or whatever, and not a heart. And like blood is always better than toenail clippings for magic.
I'm all for cutting people's hearts out, but toenail clippings? Ugh.
We're not making fungus people here.
Okay. All right, so we can say, it's 6 o'clock. You've been patched up as best as possible at the hospitals. Well, there's only one hospital. You just went in separately into lots of 2. Do you have any plans for the evening? Sorry?
Not hiking.
I think Ethan's going to ask Maggie if she wants to give Jasmine a call and see like why was she there and what might have caused Bacon to come in, try and like harm her.
Yeah, I suspect Jasmine also wants some explanations too.
Yeah, so she'll come and see you at the hospital. No, she'll come see Cy at the hospital.
For Meg.
She's going to hang on. Cy went in with Ethan, so she's going to be looking at Ethan like, wait a minute. She's like, isn't this the guy that attacked? What?
I want to know that Ethan is currently wearing this disguise.
So, oh, yeah.
Yeah, so instead of his usual pants, he's wearing different clothes, the long blonde wig, an eye patch, like some thick framed glasses, and like one of those like fake Santa belts.
Yeah, and she's a reporter, so that's not going to be suspicious at all. All right.
Yeah, the police believed him.
Yeah, your cousin Jasmine comes and sees you, Cy, and what happened? What was that about?
I just look around, like to see like who might be like listening.
No, there's like a nurse about 30 feet down that way, but they're busy.
It's too close. They could be in on it. I pull out a pad of paper, and I write that. Very messy handwriting, by the way. That was no person connected to dead hiker.
She's like, you mean they're illegal immigrants or something? What do you mean?
Well,
I think David's frozen.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, dropped out for a sec there.
Oh, sorry. I
So,
think
yeah.
we had established last time that Jasmine was aware of the supernatural.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean she presumes it's supernatural every time.
I just shake my head like with a look of mild condescension.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Why were they after me?
That, I say out loud, is an excellent question.
I still believe it has something to do with the oil and the fact that you.
Hey, shh. Shh. They're listening.
It tends to go in a low hush. I believe I still believe it is whole thing is a connection to the oils or minerals, whatever they recently found, and your two colleagues from college, Sai.
Wait, these guys and Jasmine showed you the photo of the two business guys.
Yeah, I just have sneaking suspicion that this has to do something with that. Like the whole nature.
Now you see the photo, Ethan. You recognize them from college as well. They were assholes. They were always trying to get people into pyramid schemes and stuff.
Yeah, Ethan probably helped them on some of those as well, to be honest. Yeah. Oh,
all right.
Wait, I recognize these two. I think I could probably get a call or two in. And on that note, Ethan's just going to walk away, like to the side, like just some hover and just go to his phone, seeing if he can find the number of these two or anyone that he knows that's connected to them.
You know they've been involved in some financial deals with this car company in town called Elderberry Motors or something.
It's all connected.
Right. Meanwhile, Amber and Meg. Meg's been checked out, so she won't get a concussion. It's like 6 o'clock in the evening now. What are you up to?
What are we up to? Any ideas, Meg?
I'm really concerned more of these fake tree people are gonna come after us, random people in town.
Yeah, well, it's not even random people in town. It was
That's
someone we're
true.
connected to, attacked with someone we're connected to.
Yeah.
Which feels like a message, or you know, or at least just too close. Like someone knows she's onto
Yeah.
something, someone knows we're onto something. We're definitely targets.
Well, it sounds like whatever went down Morgana and Ethan did not end well. So she
Yeah.
probably really hates him.
She's our only lead, and
I don't know how to find her.
I didn't get the vibe that she was like this sending tree people after reporters that you kind of know type. I mean, he didn't say a lot, but like that would just be wild. Like, why not just hex your ex partner? Like,
Hex your ex. It's
maybe
a classic.
maybe she's just where whoever's doing this got the magic. You know, like sometimes, I mean, like it seems kind of like maybe a witch for hire situation.
Oh.
It'll put you in the arse end of the phone book, though. That's no good. Alrighty.
So, coming after Jasmine could be about us or could be about something Jasmine's investigating for work. What do we know about that random person in a cabin that the first tree guy attacked? Who was that person?
You can look up their name. They're just a local farming family. Yeah, nothing in the papers or anything. Just local community member in the farm.
All right.
It's about 10 miles from where the other attack victim was found. That's
we're separate right now, right? You guys are having your conversation, and
well, you're both in separate parts of the hospital, the same hospital. So you're probably about 300 feet apart. You can easily just walk over and take it out or whatever.
It's a bit of a stretch, but if this actually is about oil or minerals, I mean, and there are usually more sort of like just using the government ways to do this, but if you were going to use magic to like run people off their land or get rid of them that wouldn't sell.
Right, if
or
the
do it
first
on the
victim
cheap.
owned the land where the stuff was found.
Don't ask me why Petrie. I mean, I know his dad was connected to logging, so, but that's a kind of a stretch. I don't know. I really think we should find this Morgana and try to
Yeah.
get him
So we'll
this
find
way.
answers.
But how you feeling? You wanna go see see how Sai's complaining?
I think Meg like bolts out of bed, like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm like, whoa. I'm ready to go slowly.
Oh, okay there, killer. Let's put my arm around you and kind of just walk down the hall. Meet up with.
All right, so it's just,
I think by the time you get over here, Sai, using his little notepad, has like covered the area around his hospital bed with like scrawled notes and diagrams. He's like trying to work it out. Like some of which are like the questions that you guys have just been talking about is like homeowner who question mark. And then like a line drawn hiker who question logging question. Like he doesn't have a cork board, so he's making do with the best materials he has. But
all right. Yeah, I mean, it's only a graze, even if it's a gunshot wound. So you can leave the hospital anytime you like.
Ethan, how if we wanted to find Morgana, do you know how we? I mean, I know she's been out of town, but like, is she someone you can get in touch with?
No, you did say you were checking your phone numbers before. You do have the numbers for those two investment arsehole guys.
Yeah, so while Meg and Amber were in the area of the hospital and probably are coming to Salzburg, I was on the phone calling those two and seeing what I could dig up about there. And just like casually ask them, we haven't seen each other in forever. What are you two up to?
All right, so this is manipulate someone. Roll plus charm.
yeah, you might want to claim to have come into money or something like that.
I don't think they'll buy that. Oh god, that's a 5.
All That's right. Yep. They'll agree to meet with you for dinner. They were going to some buffalo ribs place about 8 o'clock, so about an hour's time. You can come along, and they've got an opportunity for you. You don't want to miss this one.
Okay, and then I'm gonna agree to the dinner reluctantly, and okay, now back to the scene with everyone. Yeah. Now I don't have any way to actually get into contact with Morgana. She originally got into contact with me, so she nothing can really do to like call her or
Yeah,
find
she had
her.
a knack of just showing up,
Yeah.
oddly.
But my working theory is that Morgana's, since we know that Morgana's connected to the three people, and that Jasmine was investigating two friends from the economic major, and they were investing in the oil, and she sent, and like a wooden copy of me was sent after her. I believe they are connected, and I just got off the phone with them, and they invited me to dinner in about an hour from now, saying they had an opportunity for me that I couldn't refuse. So I'm going to go there.
You know them, and you could certainly take someone else and say, "This guy's got some money. This person's got some money. They're keen on this investment too." They would not be phased by that. They're happy to get more suckers on board anytime.
Yeah. So I'm going to go there. I can probably take one person with me at my side to the actual meeting, and the other two can probably like just wait like outside in a car, and just to come in if something happens.
Now you said they got some dealings with the family.
This is a small town. Everyone has dealings with your father.
I shouldn't be in there. It's bad.
Yeah, I personally don't believe that they'll buy that you're from old money, if I'm going to be honest.
Just look. Drop me off at the library. I've got some things I want to look up.
Okay. I'm thinking of possibly taking Meg with me to the meeting, because if it's going to go down, I would like to have like a
go sideways.
fighter. I would like to have like a fighter.
Fair enough. I was gonna say, if you want to charm them, you should take Amber. She's much more charming than me. But if you think you might need to stab someone,
I think taking Amber and then having Meg wait outside is maybe the way to go.
Yeah, it's actually a better idea. So I'm gonna take Amber with me to the actual meeting, and I guess Meg's just going to tell us from a safe distance.
works for me.
Saber, happy with all of that?
Yeah, I don't know very much about economics or money, but I know how to be a mark.
Okay.
So,
and that's what they would be hoping for, to be honest. So that works.
you just brought along your girlfriend who also wants to invest. Like,
Okay. So Meg's going to be like in the restaurant at another table, or like in the car outside, or
at the bar. It's a restaurant with a bar like in the next room.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And Si's going to be at the library,
which I assume is just like a couple blocks away because it's a small town.
Yeah, it's only 2 blocks away. Okay. Any preparation before we go to this dinner?
Sai is going to recommend that he's got things to do. Like as he like is on his way out, he'll recommend that maybe you guys should go to the store and get like Molotov cocktails or something prepared for easily lighting things on fire. I'm just saying it's come in handy twice. It would be good to be able to do it quickly without getting shot.
There's a chef supply store on Main that has like those like flambe torches. Those are maybe unobtrusive enough that it won't smell.
Yeah, just like a small
gasoline
thing. It's not
steakhouse.
like a full gallon
Flame
Yeah,
bottle or
like a
anything.
small
Or...
butane torch.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that can make it quite hot.
Yep, that's easy enough.
And Ethan's going to
Hashtag
suggest.
Team Arson.
Honestly, I think
what?
everyone should carry one. I've got one in my purse.
Yeah, and Ethan's going to suggest turning on and don't freak out, Sai, but I think me and Abba should turn on the GPS on our phones. Just so Meg can follow us.
Yeah. Sai's already gone, so he does not hear this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, in case you get kidnapped from the diner, so I can follow you.
Yeah. Yeah, just turn on the GPS
All right,
on
share your
our
location.
phones. Yeah, share it with
Okay.
Meg. No need to share it with Sai. Not even in the GPS information.
Okay. So, Amber and Ethan go to the dinner. Meg's in the bar. Okay. Okay. You're having their dinner. Let's see. I'll get Amber to roll manipulate someone. See how good a mark you're playing here.
Before we get this going, do you want to have me say what I'm doing and roll, and then we can, if it's we can like
Yep.
save the resolution until whenever the most dramatically appropriate moment is.
Sure.
So the thing that I like, the research that I'm able to do is I want to, lowercase letters at least, connect the dots about like the victims and like what all the connections they have. So like I can certainly roll investigate a mystery if you want. If you would rule that as a capital letter connect the dots point, I could also spend one of those. Either way, I don't care.
Yeah, spend one of those.
Coda, no. Do not delete my move. Okay, buddy. You're getting on this. There we go.
So Amber's dressed up nice.
Yeah, in a low top, anyway.
Ethan, you can't help but notice the effort that Amber has put in this evening. How you respond to that is up to you.
Ethan will probably get out of his disguise for this meeting, just so he doesn't freak the other two out. Probably there's something nice, like a nice dress shirt that he has. And upon seeing that Amber has amped up the effort, he's going to comment out. Yes, great. This is just what we need to make them know their guards.
You don't clean up half bad yourself.
All right, thank you.
All right. So do you roll or you just spend a point or?
For me, yeah, I just need to. I could spend a point to have the keeper to ask the keeper any of the following questions. What does the monster want from this person? Is the seems to be what's applicable. We already sort of have half answers for all of them.
Yeah. So is this from one you rolled earlier, or do you have to roll
Yep, that's right.
fresh?
I rolled
or-
at the start of the mystery, and I got.
Okay, yep.
I got the hold 3, and this is my second point.
So you're going at what does a monster want from this person?
Yeah. But you know, with the more broadly, what I want is like understand the connections. Like these. I don't think these are random attacks. I don't think anything is random. I think everything is a plan. And I want to connect the dots and find out what the plan is.
Okay. All right. So you okay, yeah, and I was going to get Amber to roll plus charm to see how good a impression and how much of a mark she seems as 8. So yeah. You're not like totally distracting them, but they're certainly paying you attention as you would expect. But yeah, they do want sort of some money now and then some more money later, sort of thing. They want to get things rolling. Okay, so yeah, these are two 20-something guys in suits. They seem very confident about what they're doing. Yeah, is there anything else you wanted apart from suckering them in, or is there something else specific?
I don't know if Amber has anything specific she wants to do, but at this like first half, Ethan just wants to make casual conversation and like try and get them to lower their guard and just not appear suspicious at all.
Amber, while their kind of guard is a little down and we're talking, is gonna try and is gonna like slip into the conversation. Maybe we're talking about just like, I don't know, the weather or current events, and like, oh, you know what I heard on the radio that was so crazy about how they found like oil around here. And maybe they say something about it, but also just want to see what their reaction is to like the mention of it.
Yeah. I was like, well, you know, we've heard some things too, and things go well. We could, yeah, might be some more deals we can get you involved in. That's
Gosh,
one of the
wow.
reasons we came to town. I think there's going to be some big opportunities here soon.
Wow, you must know some really important people.
Yeah, we know a few. There's some people that are getting things done, and yeah, it's good. So they order some food, but yeah, they definitely.
They don't order
See
food
more
for the people they're trying to recruit into the business deal.
No, they'll eat their food, but they seem more interested in conversation and stuff. It's more about a business deal than it is about eating. Meanwhile, over at the bar, there's someone that they're chatting on the phone and they're doing stuff, but it's obvious they're keeping an eye on that meeting as well. Yeah. Where is it? Present. That one. Is that going to work? It is. Good. That's what they look like.
That's someone at the bar monitoring the conversation.
Yes. That Meg scene. Now, the meeting's been going on for like an hour. Is Meg sort of still vigilant, or is she like, oh boy, I'm just going to get smashed instead, or what's she doing?
I don't think Meg is trying to get smashed because she wants to be able to intervene. So I think she's mostly been like nursing one glass of scotch and sort of scowling into it while keeping half an eye on this other bar
I mean,
person.
there's peanuts on the bar, but yeah, you don't think they've been changed in a while. They're not super good. All right, so yeah, you notice that guy watching the meeting as well. So Amber, yes, they basically want $3,000 from each of you, and then another 12 in a month's time, and yeah, this opportunity should get 3 times that back by the end of the second month. Do you have like a fake bank account or counterfeit money on you, Ethan? Or are you like, I'll give it to you tomorrow sort of thing? Or
I'm going to probably do it's going to be manipulate someone and just kind of lie and say, you know how these things go. The money is not going to go up front. It's going to be sent back into a separate account on another date. We worked together in the past. You know how I work.
yeah, so you're going to do some transfers. Okay. See if they swallow that. Roll plus charm.
Okay, charm. So they got it.
I'll give you a situational +1 because Amber did make a good impression.
Okay, that's a +3 then.
And they've had a couple of drinks by this point too.
Okay, that's a 9.
All right, so yep. All right. So, yeah. All right. They're a little wary, but generally they think you're on board because they're always a little wary because they're always worried that they're going to scare off the mark sort of thing. You've dealt with them before. You're used to that shit. Okay, so they're heading off.
I think in this case, I'm going to Ethan, upon seeing them go off, he's just going to send a quick text to Meg that she should maybe follow them because they don't know what she looks like.
All right, yeah, I text back on it. Keep an eye on a tall blonde guy with a phone, and I sort of point my head at him as I get up to go.
Okay. Ethan, when you see him, he was one of your college professors. His name is Gaspar. He was an asshole to you. He was also trying to get you on pyramid schemes. He was such an asshole, you had to get Sai to help you cheat on a test.
Okay. So I noticed him. Did he notice Ethan?
He did the glance past pretending not to notice, but you're pretty sure he did. You're used to that practice.
Yeah, okay.
Amber, are you what are you up to? You going to go with Meg? You going to stay with Ethan? You're going to go and do your own thing, catch up with Sai?
I'm gonna go by myself into what I assume will be a dangerous situation. So I don't know. Or is Ethan is Ethan staying to check out the guy?
It looks like he's keeping an eye on him at the minute.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Ethan is going to motion to him that he's going to go up and talk to his old college professor.
Okay. In that case, never mind. I don't do that. I will. I'm gonna make a big show of how I'm going to wait in the car, and then am going to actually, like, the bathroom is the same way, and
Yep.
kind of go there. So I'm like in the building.
Yep.
And Ethan seems alone.
Okay. All right. So Meg's following the guy on the phone. Yeah.
I thought
So-
Meg was following the business dudes.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's following the businesses. Okay, so Meg, you go to start following the business dudes. You see Amber drive past in a small compact. She's dressed differently to what you thought she was wearing this evening.
Oh, that's no good.
But Amber is following the two investors.
All right. Well, then, yeah, I can follow both of these. And I'm going to make a call on my car phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not Amber's car. That's correct.
Yeah, I'm going to call Amber while I'm driving.
All right, so Amber's getting changed in the toilets or whatever. Yep. Talk away.
Hey, Amber.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm driving down the road after these business dudes, and so are you.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep tailing them. I just thought I should give you a heads up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay, bye.
Si, to answer your question, aside from geographic location, there's nothing in common. So the answer is it's about fear. It's about making people not happy in this area. Not want to live here, not want to invest here.
Yeah, just, like, by the time I sort of come to this, aha, like I've again like completely gremlined a corner of like a table at the library, and like the librarian, as like it's getting closer and closer to closing time, is just giving me dirtier and dirtier looks as I show disregard for both order and quiet. Going like with I've got maps and old newspapers and books and several not strictly permitted drinks and and I sort of stand up and like, that's it.
Right. Ethan, you're chatting with your professor. He's just like, oh, Ethan, how you been? He's kind of chatting, but he's not really getting eye contact. It's obvious he's either distracted or he doesn't really want to talk to you. You didn't exactly have a good rapport.
Mr. What's his name? Gaspard?
Yeah, Gaspar. Yep.
Gaspard. Mr. Gaspard, it's been a few years. How's your marriage doing?
Good. We've both been quite busy.
I see. So what brings you here tonight?
I just had some business in town. There's lots of opportunities coming soon, so you missed out on many before. It's a shame.
Yeah. Shame how things turned out. But yeah, I think things are going to turn around for the better. At least for me.
I think so too. I've got an opportunity for you, actually. I've got some paperwork in the car. If you just want to come and have a look.
Yeah. And Ethan's going to follow Gaspard to his card, but also just quickly in his pocket, just dialing text to Amber, telling her that he's going to be in the parking lot with Mr. Gaspard.
Okay. All right. So he sort of opens the door and he opens a briefcase, and then he grabs something, and you feel yourself start to stiffen. Roll act under pressure, please.
Competition, that's... Check competition plus cool. Okay, that's 0 for me. Oh god, 4.
Okay. So you stop moving. You can see, but you can't talk. And he puts you in the car. Amber, you see the professor, the oncology professor guy drive off. The rest of the car park is empty. They were going in the same direction as Meg, following the other you, following the investors.
Who
at
is
this
now
moment,
being
Sai comes limping down the street, waving some papers in the some like papers from a torn out notepad in the air, crying out, "Amber, Amber, I've got it! We were overthinking it. It's what's going on?"
Amber runs into her van. I think Ethan's car is probably still at the shop.
Yep.
So we came in Amber's van and
Yep.
peels up next to Sai and is like, "Get in, faster, faster!" And we'll follow.
I got shot. I can only move so fast.
Yeah, faster than that.
Ah.
And we'll weird shit. I'm a tree. Or there's a tree, me and Meg and Ethan got kidnapped, and we'll follow.
Okay. This would be act under pressure. Now, are you just trying to catch up, or are you trying to follow discreetly at a distance?
I'm trying to follow discreetly at a distance, and I think if I don't roll well, I'm sure it will not be that.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely cool in this case.
10.
Smashed it. All right. You are in command of the situation. You can be as close or as far away as you want. You want to be discreet. You're discreet. Not a problem. Meg, you can do the same role for the same reasons. Ethan, you're alive, by the way. You've just been paralyzed by magic.
Yeah. Yeah, I got this
Meg
much.
smashed it as well. Okay. Okay. All right, no worries. David, did you want to tell Amber anything before you're bit...
Yeah. It's like, these aren't targeted. It's just someone's trying to make people afraid, drive down property prices, open up, create an environment of fear. It's not any one target. It's the fact of the attacking.
So the bad guy is fucking capitalism?
That's what I've been trying to tell you for years. Also Big Oil and Steve Jobs. And my father.
Well, yeah. He's a business owner, so capitalism. All right. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, hopefully you can make it back to the Ed, David. And we'll it's recorded anyway, so that's cool. All right. So here's at the start of this convoy. The investors are going back to their hotel. Meg is behind them. Oh no. Fake Amber's behind them. So, they're not in their room for like 30 seconds before Amber is trying to kick the door in. Meg, what are you doing? I've been using doppelganger type stuff for years. This is great fun.
I'm actually not going to run in just yet. I'm gonna watch how this goes for a bit.
Yeah, they're douchebag. Who cares?
Character
Also,
growth.
like, fake Amber's on the other side of a door from them. But yes, also fake Amber is not attacking people I actually care about right now. But also, when we have burned these monsters to ash, it has not given us a lot of information. So I'm gonna
Okay.
watch for now.
So who's following you? No, that's right. The professor was following me. The professor guy pulls up in the same parking lot, and he's just sort of watching the apartment. So when Amber rocks up, there's a hotel car park. Meg's in her car in the car park, but so is the professor guy that you're following. Neither of them have gotten out of their cars.
And fake you is trying to break down the door of the business dude's hotel room.
Yep.
I snap write down the license plate of the professor.
Yep.
And sorry, we're at where did you say we were? At his hotel room? At the
Yeah,
house?
there's a car park next to the hotel
Okay.
compound. It's only like 5-story hotel. There's probably like 3-story, like a Motor Inn, where there's only like 30 little hotel rooms. Decent sized car park. Yeah. Sign
We're
Amber,
all
you're
friends
in.
here. I guess I'm gonna text Amber and like ask, what's going on? Why is everyone here now?
And I'll text back. What's the quick thing? Black Lexus, probably the main guy. Ethan magically kidnapped.
Yeah, the car's just over there. The guy's sitting in the front seat watching the apartment, the hotel room.
Ethan kidnapped? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Where?
Exclamation. In Lexus? Now?
Yeah, by this point it's like 9. No, it'll be like 10 at night. The professor guy appears to be supporting Ethan and sort of walking him towards that hotel room.
Oh, this seems like bad news.
You can see and hear everything, Ethan. You just can't actually physically act at the moment. But don't panic, you'll get a chance to in a second. You know what? I'll be nice and say your hand's in your pocket with your phone, so you could text if you want.
Yeah. So, Ethan's okay. So Ethan's texting Meg and Amber that they should keep the distance for now. Like, just watch how this plays out for the moment. But internally, he is just freaking out.
That's fair.
All right, I was about to run in, but I get that text in time and do not run in yet.
Okay. Yeah, so you see the professor escort Ethan in. There was a bit of yelling and then it went quiet.
It's the fake Amber stop breaking down the door.
Yes, well, she broke the door open and he's kind of standing menacingly over those two sitting on the bed. The professor helps you in and shuts the door behind him. Yeah, and he's sort of saying, you've got to, you've got to go into this deal. You can't back out now. It's going to be the best deal ever. I'm going to prove how committed I am. And he puts Ethan on the floor, pulls out a really nasty looking dagger, you've got a chance to text something, or if you want, Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan just going to text the help, like without any spaces, just like multiple times and quick send.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna run in, and in fact, I'm going to remember to use the big entrance move.
Oh, okay. Is Emma going to run as well, or is she just watching? Or
When we get this, I think Sai runs in or hobbles in.
Yep.
Sai will probably the
So
last to arrive,
you're on the way, but you'll be the last one because
which is just how I like it.
All right. So,
Amber's gonna like come in, but wait in the hall, I guess, or actually no, like wait in the hall. Yep.
you're letting Meg go first, so she gets her attention or whatever. And yep. All right. So roll for your big entrance. So, and what is that? You coming in through like a skylight or a window, or?
I think I'm trying to just like bust in such a surprising and cool looking way that it catches everyone's attention. I think I'll roll to decide how cool it actually looks.
Okay.
All right, so I need to roll plus cool.
And you can burn a luck if you want to, if you demand to roll high. Holy crap. Okay, 8. So.
All right, I can roll with that. All right, yeah, so I sort of...
I'm guessing it's the professor with the dagger that you want to stop?
Yes. So I run across the car park and sort of like somersault over the broken door.
Do you say something?
Yes. I'm gonna say something like, "Hey, didn't you know that this is only a double occupancy room? And don't you need a license to carry that giant knife around?"
You should have seen the speech she'd given if she rolled a 10.
Yeah, the professor, Gaspar, he's like, he just has a what the fuck look on his face. The investors immediately start trying to shuffle towards the back of the room. They're trying to get away. The bad Amber is going to make a leap towards Meg.
All right, yeah, I will attempt to kick fake Amber's ass.
Do you have your flambe torch?
Yeah, I guess if we all got them. I mean, I probably also have a regular lighter in my jacket.
Okay, so you trade him. All right, so you and this thing are sort of. Oh, well, yeah, it does 2 damage to you. It rakes you bad Amber rakes you the fingernails. You notice her eyes are slightly too large, and it's like if she has like a mole or a freckle on the left side, it's on the right on this one. So again, it's a not the full copy.
Right. Okay, so that would be 2 harm, but I guess since I have 1 armor from my jacket, I just take 1.
Yes, yeah, yep.
Great.
But you're using the blowtorch thingy?
Sure.
Oh, you don't have to. You can headbutt it to death. I don't care.
Yeah, I think this is the best option, yes.
All right. You start setting it on fire. The room isn't that big, so there's no way that's not going to set something else on fire. Just so you're aware.
Does actual Amber still have a fire extinguisher that she stole?
No, I think you would have left that in sewers because you're quickly getting out of it. I can't really justify that. All right, so Amber, you can come in after Meg or do something else if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in and
Ethan is still on the ground and the professor's above him with a dagger. Just sort of
Yeah, he's and he's gonna be like slightly distracted, maybe, and he for dramatic effect, he's like facing the window, so this scene would be viewed from outside by the camera. So Amber's gonna like try and quietly open the door and hold a gun to
The professor
to the
guy.
back of his head and be like, "Tell your stick man to stop or stop trying to murder my friend."
This
One
is
of those
manipulate someone. It doesn't seem like charm though.
No,
Maybe cool or tough.
I feel like cool because he's gotta believe that I'm willing to or able to shoot him.
Yeah. And
Um,
you
so
certainly have some
not-
conviction because you care about Ethan or whatever. So
I'm gonna, I haven't spent any luck, so I feel like this is a great time to do that and
all right,
make it a
Bam.
full success.
Yep, full success. All right. So he's like, okay, and he sort of, he drops a dagger, he backs away.
And
No, actually, no, he put the dagger back in his cap. He's like, fine. And the bad amber just stops moving, stands still.
Meg,
It doesn't actually, the bad amber doesn't smell like you. It's like cheap deodorant.
Did I see like what did he use an object to do magic? Was there some sort of focus or wand or thing?
There was you saw some runes and stuff on the dagger he had, but he put that back in his jacket.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna like tell him to be like to like drop the dagger. Like he instead of him putting it, like he's gonna go to put it away. I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna demand that he drop it.
It's like, okay, and he just kind of slides his finger on it, right under pressure. So roll plus cool. As you feel yourself starting to stiffen.
Yeah, 9. I'm gonna let that ride.
Okay. So basically you're magically starting to stiffen, but you're fighting it off, but it slows you down enough for him to just jump out the window. Meg, you can actually no. We'll get Cy. Cy, the professor of economics you knew from college, leaps out the window to pretty much land right in front of you. What are you doing? You're muted.
I want to just like brain him with my Watchman's flashlight.
Sure. Low tech for the win. Okay. I'll kick some ass.
XP.
You can spend luck if you want.
Nah. Nah. I'll save my luck for the act under pressure roll.
He's gonna leap off the balcony into the car, sort of slash you with his knife on the way past. 3 points of damage.
3 points?
Yep.
All right.
You're not well, are you?
No. I clap screaming. It's been a bad 24 hours for Sai.
I could have had him kidnap you, but I thought, no, we've kind of just done that. So,
And I'm going to say that takes Sai out of the scene. And we'll leave you guys to finish up any wrap up.
all right, no worries.
Have fun.
Sorry. Cheers. Okay. All right. So Yeah, the stick figure is just standing there. The investors are sort of going out the back door. This guy's driving off in his car. Meg and Amber. Oh, well, Ethan actually, no. As soon as Amber started to stiffen, Ethan could move again. Ethan, what are you going to do?
Okay. So the professor already leaped out.
Yeah, he leapt out the window
Yeah.
and then he jumped onto his car and he's about to drive off. He's still in the parking lot at this point. Yes, the hotel room is catching on fire.
Oh. Yeah. So Ethan, upon being able to actually now move his body, it's going to be, oh God, thank you. I thought it was a gun or that. And then, upon seeing the fire spreading, he's probably just going to be like, I think we should get out of here before any other trouble comes.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
I
right,
guess
so you'll leave the room?
if
I'm
Fake Amber
just going
is
to try and get some water to throw on the fire. I'm sure there's a
Okay,
bathroom in
yeah.
here.
Or
Yep.
yeah, wait. Why was there fire again?
Because I tried to light fake amber on fire.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah,
We could
and
throw
it-
like
it-
the if it's not that big, we can throw like the blankets over it, like the
Yeah,
comfy
towels and blankets.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so you two are going to put the
And-
fire up.
Since it's a hotel, they're probably slightly fire retardant anyway.
Yeah, one little one in the bathroom. Like this big.
Codes and shit.
And while they're doing that, Ethan's probably gonna grab like some sheets or maybe I forgot. Yep, probably some sheets and see if he can use it like to maybe threat around Fake Amber, just to maybe like, give them a bit of time if she goes to attack again.
So you're going to tie up fake Amber, or
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
If
All
we
right,
had
that's
a,
fine.
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you like putting her in the car or something, or because it's not moving at this point?
Just tying Fake Amber up, and then you can decide if you're going to stay in the hotel room or if you're just going to go.
I don't think anyone actually used any gunshots, did they? So
No.
you wouldn't have actually, apart from the door initially being kicked in, you wouldn't have attracted that much attention. All right.
If we haven't
Yep,
used all
okay.
of the sheets and towels to put out fires and tie up fake amber, I'm going to go like try and provide some first aid to Sai.
Yes, that's probably a good idea. I'm not going to make you roll. That's fine. You can stabilize him. So I'll just put him back to 4. Okay. So size stabilized, but big gash across the chest. He's got a bullet wound graze on his leg. He's having a great day.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing after all, this professor guy got away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think so. We knew that fake P actually could stack. We never really confirmed if fake me could stack. So let us confirm now with fake Amber. And it's just gonna walk up to fake Amber, just gonna be like, "Hello."
Doesn't respond.
No response.
This one also doesn't have a heart in it, which the
Yeah.
first one you fought did.
Has it stopped moving now that the professor left?
Yep. And Chelsea, sorry, I forgot to tell you earlier, Chelsea, who initially gave Ethan the details about the job in the first place,
Just
said
give information to Amber.
Yeah. All right. So sent a text to Amber early in the day sort of saying the morgue was broken into and the heart was missing from the hiker guy. So the body was still there, but the heart was missing.
Oh, that's weird. I thought his heart was missing the whole time. For some reason. Or
No,
did he,
you're
like,
right.
get a
No, you're
hole in
right.
his chest?
Okay, skip that then. No, yes. Because at one point someone was talking about going to the morgue, but no, yeah, the body is still in the morgue, but the heart was missing initially anyway. Yep, that's right. Okay. All right. Well, since David's gone, we might sort of be a good spot to pause it there. However, we can do end of session stuff. Did we conclude the mystery? No. You're like 80%. Did we save someone from certain death? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sai.
yeah,
What's his
Yeah.
face? Jasmine. Sai again.
and we
The
also saved
investors.
and we also saved the woman from session 1.
Yeah.
So
Did we learn
6.
something new and important about the world? Well, there's like witches and golems and stuff. So yes. Did we learn something new about one of the hunters? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so. We learned Sai has substance abuse issues. We learned Ethan has a past with witches. We learned Meg will dive down sewers in pursuit of a bad guy. What do we learn about Amber? Keeps cool under pressure when it has many reasons not to. All right, so I'm thinking 3 EXP each.
So if I already have 5,
Yeah.
is that just
Yeah, so that would take it to 1, and you get an advancement in something.
and then that 3 doesn't do anything. Okay.
And so I'll put that at 5, and we can spend that when you can spend. Okay.
Or it doesn't go back to 0?
Well, you because you already had. No, hang on.
I had 5 because I failed I was at 4 and I failed a roll.
Yeah, so it would go to 2, and you get an advancement. Yeah, you don't lose it if you go over. It's
Oh yeah, that's what I was wondering. So so we got I was at 5 and we got 3. So
Yep.
I guess I would be at 3.
Oh, you're already at 5. Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah,
then
I was
you're
at
3.
5 because I was at 4 at the start of the session and then I failed a roll with
Yep,
a 5.
no
So
worries.
I marked XP for that.
All right.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you're most way through the thing. You got to stop them. You figured out most of what they're up to. Well, one of my goals was to tie the story into your sort of characters' backgrounds and paths and that. So I think I got a tick for that. Yeah. You don't have to decide the advancements now. You can think about it for a while, or if it's got something you want your eye on, that's fine.
yeah, I think I'm gonna take the time to think about the improvement that I'm gonna take.
Okay. The only rule I have about taking a move from another playbook, it can't be one that somebody's already using, because that's kind of their area of expertise. But like, I don't think there's a spooky or an initiate, so either any of you could grab one from them, for example. I remember playing one game where nobody put stats up. We're like, no, we're going to put the worst stats in. We're going to keep rolling on them to get EXP. So you guys love failures, but all right. Okay, so make a note.
Yeah, it seems like everyone is gotten a level up.
Yes. The bad guy fled. Investors fled. Thank Amber tied up. Take Ethan burnt. Okay. Any standout moments, do you think? We'll start with Gray.
Yeah, I had a great time. I think our little team has really come together and got to make some progress and have some fun action scenes. And yeah, it was good.
Dom, any stars? You think standout moments or anything? Or
Okay, stats for everyone involved for making this an enjoyable session. As a start for the traumatizing of Ethan by seeing himself burn to death. There it is. And yeah, the start for the backstories. Like I didn't expect to have Ethan's backstory tie in the campaign, at least not so early on into the sessions.
Well, yeah, I wanted to tie in yours and Amber's because it's easy to get Meg and Si involved in stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's happy to get into danger, and Si just everything ties into his massive conspiracy anyway.
Yeah, that's from the stars for Vicious. I'm looking forward to seeing how this particular mystery resolves and what other mysteries we get to experience, and if they're going to be either like disconnected episodic mysteries, or if there's going to be like mysteries that build on top of each other.
Okay.
So that's
You'll see.
Yeah, fun to figure out. Yeah, that's it on my end.
Brandon, any thoughts?
Yes, but you may be able to hear my dog is distracted. It is time to go outside, so my brain will not come up with useful thoughts because I have a really good session. This is I've been looking forward to it. Hi, Peanut. We're gonna go outside so soon. I'm gonna go do that now. I apologize, but looking forward to the next one.
Very good. Cool.
So the next session is
It's a couple of weeks' time because it's close to Christmas and I'll be available, but most other people are not. So
yeah, Christmas and New Year's, we're gonna be busy.
Yeah. Any wishes, things you'd like to see? Like you really want to have a fight scene with a werewolf, or you really want to, I don't know, a fight on a rooftop, or maybe, I don't know, an investigation scene in a library with a ghost, like Ghostbusters or some shit. I don't know. Just, anything, any requests for a scene or encounter?
I had at the beginning of this session, like I had just like a little idea pop into mind, and I'm not sure if it would be good or not to maybe have.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to actually save it maybe just between me and Blake, like just between player and GM, to even see, just so if it is something we could maybe work in. That is going to be like a surprise for everyone.
Okay. We can chuck me an email if you like. Yep, that's fine. Gray, any wishes?
I'm pretty happy with how things are going. It's been exciting. It might be interesting to work in my fate situation at some point.
Yep. Okay. Okay. That's right, because you're the chosen. Yeah, the chosen's typically the one that gets thrown through the windows and stuff like that the most. So
I have chosen as an advancement the resilience move.
Yeah, it's we've been on brand for that, so that's been good. They can take much more of a pounding than most people. All right, I'll just end the recording.